Alright, YouTube, I got updates. The engine did not run, as figured. I bought a used magneto off of eBay. It was not one of the new ones that you could buy for like 20, 25 bucks or cheaper like that. I thought, well, I'll buy an original OEM one that's used. Those usually typically don't go out. Yeah, lesson learned. So what I ended up doing, and I didn't really want to do this because I wanted to still have a very good, reliable engine, just in case. But I pulled the magneto, and I also pulled the carb off of the Magnum 18 that was in this. Again, I did not want to have to do it. Like I said, that engine, again, nothing wrong. Dog. Hey, excuse you. Hey, you're in my shot. Anyway, it cranked over, was not getting spark whatsoever. I was like, great. Pulled it back out, swapped the mag that was on the other one on it, fired it back up. It took me a minute to get it started, and I was kind of worried. And then, because I couldn't remember with the carb that I had stuck on here, if it was the one that was actually good or not. It was not. It was leaking fuel out of the bowl. I don't know what's going on with it. I know when I had it on, I believe it was the engine, it's in the 1811. Yeah, it is. It didn't want to run at all. Which actually you can see videos of that engine, which is again in here, when I first fired it up. Like I said, but it did not want to run. And then this one did not want to run either. Didn't matter what I did to the jets, didn't change it. You had to half choke it to get it to run. Didn't want to idle. You had to run it half open. And I'm like, okay, well, I know the other carb on that Mag 18's good. I pulled it. We're just going to go with it. Unfortunately, that's just, if for some unforeseen circumstance I have to swap that engine into something, which I might, once I fix the oil leaks, it might go in here. Because that engine's kind of giving me some trouble. It's only wanting to run on one cylinder when you first start it. Once it gets warmed up, it's fine. Got plenty of power. It is probably getting a little tired. It does smoke. And it's got some oil leaks too I need to address. They're not real major. But I, for one, personally do not like oil leaks on anything that I use. That way I do not have to worry about them. It worked. Again, and then the, because the Magnet 18 that was in this one, it also leaked. The remote oil filter leaked. The valve cover had a leak. It wasn't anything major. I didn't have to ever put oil in it when I used it all winter, although granted I only used it like 2-3 times. But I used it pretty hard when I used it. But I'm going to get that fixed. Pulled the flywheel off, and of course every single magnet that was on that flywheel was off. The one was broken in half. It's still charged, so let's see if I can't glue them back on. The flywheel that's on this one, that's what I did. Which actually, the flywheel that was on this Mag 20 had one loose magnet, and then the flywheel that's on it now had like all but 2 of them, and the one was broken in half. Well, I just stole the one that was loose off the flywheel, threw it on this one, glued them all together. I didn't check to see if it actually charged or not. I was more just concerned with oil leaks and stuff like that. It did have a couple oil leaks. And I'm not going to start it for you tonight because I am letting some gasket, some RTV dry. But it was leaking the adapter to the block. It was leaking there. I put a new gasket on it. I also siliconed it just smeared it over both sides of the gasket, just extra added security. Like I said, have not started it to see if it leaked or not. I'm gonna let it dry overnight. Like I said, I'm done for the night. It's about 7 o'clock. Probably gonna get me some pizza. And then the other oil leak it had, the vacuum fitting was leaking there also, which put a new gasket, siliconed it. I'm gonna let it sit for the night. other than that, haven't, hasn't, that was the only leaks. I did put the hood and everything back on it. I don't think it's supposed to rain tonight, but I didn't want to just throw a tarp on it. I'm like, I'll throw the hood and grill back on it. Probably a little bit premature, but hopefully it holds up. Tomorrow I'll come back out and we'll fire it up, let it sit there and run, check it again, drive it around a little bit. Probably address the front end like I did the 682 back there. Pull the tires. The spindle's probably not going to come off, but I'm going to grease everything. And then I need to adjust the shifter control knob, because the first time I went to use this, got it out of the yard, stopped, turned on the shut gate, jumped back on it, and when I jumped on it, it knocked it into full reverse. So, yeah, may have hit the gate a little bit, but thankfully it was at idle, and there was enough snow and everything behind it, it just kind of hit it and stopped, so. But yeah, again, did not want to cannibalize that Mag 18 because I was like, well, at least I know for sure this one does run, because I do have two sitting in the garage that they should run. I haven't tried them. I might see if I can get that magneto to work. I don't know. But that's it for today. Like I said, I do have a 50-inch snow blade that I still have to get for this. I haven't picked it up from the guy yet. I know he's busy. I still got engines I could pick up from him. But with the Mag 20 in there now, 50-inch snow blade, I eventually want to get 26s for the back, and I think they're 18s for the front, like a Super. But I don't need the length of the Super. I just want the ground clearance. So that'll be cool. Power steering, everything like that. Long term would be cool to get front hydraulics for it. Lord knows I got enough lift valves and everything else. I just need the front lines and all the extra lines. So, yeah. But that's it for tonight. I'm going to cover this thing up to get food. Again, it's getting late. But stay tuned for more videos. And tomorrow, hopefully, get this thing back up and running again. And, yeah. Thanks for watching.